So the other week I made a video about how J.K. Rowling was going off the rails, calling out all these absolute weirdos, calling themselves women when they're men, just to get put into different prisons. And J.K. Rowling was going off the rails, calling them out, posting all sorts of stuff on Twitter, calling out everybody who was trying to dox her, but ended up doxing people who had nothing to do with J.K. Rowling. At which point, the British government decided that it was going to be a crime to talk the way she was talking. Now, I said it would be interesting to see if they actually prosecute her for any of her new hate speech violations. Well, it turns out that being rich does make you above the law in the UK. Here we go. The Hate Crime and Public Order Act of Scotland in 2021 makes it an offense to behave in a threatening or abusive manner with the intentions of stirring up hatred based on disability, religion, sexual orientation, transgenderism, or being intersex. Since the law came into effect on Monday, police in Scotland have received more than 3,000 complaints about J.K. Rowling alone. 3,000. That is how triggered these people are. This law was put in place to do nothing but try and put her into jail. But apparently, she's too rich and famous. She's too rich and famous. But here we've got this absolute weirdo, Katie Neves. Absolutely a man. It is 100% a man. Who they appointed to the UN Women UK delegate. That's right, the UN. These are the type of people in the UN. The author claims Ms. Neves switched from straight man to lesbian at the age of 48. Ms. Neves told the BBC News she was very disappointed with police in Scotland. She wants her locked up for saying that he is a he. J.K. Rowling is a bully, and this act was designed to stop bullying. And if they're not going to enforce it, then it's very disappointing. She listed me and other transgender people along with some sex offenders and put it out to 14 million of her followers. That was inciting hatred and resulted in me receiving thousands of messages of hate. So it's done what she set out to do. But of course, none of those messages are posted anywhere. It's all just, I received a ton of death threats and hate mail. Show proof. Show proof. But the reality is there isn't any. There isn't any. And in fact, the Prime Minister himself said, yeah, it's not breaking the law. It's not breaking the law. It's not breaking the law for J.K. Rowling to do it, but anybody else is. In their coverage on the BBC reports, Scotland received over 3,000 complaints. We just said that. Where did my highlight go? And here we can actually see people actually trying to incite violence against J.K. Rowling. Funny how none of them are going to jail. None of them. But, you know, it's only J.K. that has to deal with this. Because right here, from Great Britain News themselves, a man has been given 2 years in jail for stickers said awful racist things like, it's okay to be white. It's okay to be white. I wonder if J.K. Rowling is going to stick to her word and help anybody else out who's been, you know, targeted by the police, since they're obviously not going to go after her. I'd like to see J.K. Rowling go help this man get out of prison for just saying it's okay to be white. But I think that's not going to happen. I think we all know that she's too much of a feminist, and as long as it's a man in prison, she doesn't give a damn. Not a single damn. She will let him rot in prison. She would let you or me rot in prison because we're men. Now, if it's a woman, though. If it's a woman, though. So, although I do find the entire story hilarious that J.K. Rowling is too rich and too famous to be put in prison, she is really one of the political elite now. We shouldn't take much of what she says to heart. But guys, thank you for watching this video. Make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share this one out. And don't forget, I do these live streams on Sundays. Make sure you check them out live. But until the next one, guys, be easy like Sleazy.